If you have not seen yesterday's video yet, please go and check it out. I detail why the Cybertruck will not be getting delivered and debuted in Europe, and a few other things with Tesla. I had no expectation that something like this was going to break within only 24 hours of posting that video though. Stay tuned because I have some very relevant information to that video to share. Welcome back to Kyle's Financial News. I am your host Kyle. Today's date is July 11th, 2024. Let me just dive right into this article by Bloomberg. It's regarding Tesla and their automated self-driving taxi vehicles that were rumored to be getting announced here in the very near future. So Tesla is apparently postponing its planned Robo-Taxi unveiling to October to allow teams working on the project more time to build additional prototypes, according to people familiar with the decision. The roughly 2-month delay has been communicated internally. People who reveal this information, of course, asked not to be identified because the information hasn't yet been publicly announced. So we may see more on this officially from Tesla very soon. The design team was told this week to rework certain elements of the car. Chief Executive Officer Elon Musk set the initial August 8th date for the event months ago, and optimism about the spectacle has contributed to an 11-day streak of gains, which I talked about yesterday, that added more than $257 billion to Tesla's market cap. The stock closed 8.4% lower today, its largest drop since a trading session in January. Musk, of course, has not responded to any requests for comments. Shares of the would-be taxi rivals Uber Technologies and Lyft both surged on the news. The idea of creating an autonomous taxi service has been kicking around Tesla for years, dating at least as far back as when Musk authored a second master plan for the company in 2016. The CEO has prioritized the project in recent months over work on an electric vehicle cheaper than Tesla's most affordable car, the Model 3 sedan. Musk has talked up Tesla's work on autonomous vehicle technology for over a decade and convinced customers to pay thousands of dollars for a suite of features the company markets as full self-driving, or FSD, as we have probably all heard about before. But the thing about FSD is they still require full supervision by the driver, and it still prevents the car from operating in a fully autonomous state. Musk and top engineers have been increasingly bullish about full self-driving in recent months as the company's vehicle sales have slowed. So maybe there's a little bit of a transition there from the hardware side. Our sales are declining a little bit. We're not getting out as many cars. Let's switch back to the full self-driving thing, see if we can't get that finally fully operational. Even though this is years and years and years beyond the deadline that supposedly it was already going to be fully operational, how much more time is going to need dedicated to that? Tesla delivered 6.6% fewer cars in the first half of the year, despite the company adding a new model, the Cybertruck. The automaker has produced 14% fewer vehicles in the second quarter than it did a year earlier to help kind of get a handle on that swelling inventory. Now, look at Uber and Lyft. If you haven't seen them yet today, take a look, because this news dropped and Uber popped up 6.15%, Lyft popped up 4.64%. So these other taxi and rideshare companies are really performing well. We have come to understand very well just how accurate Elon is with his timelines. So it did not come as a surprise to me today to see that the delays are already coming in for the taxi model vehicle. The fact that they're still building prototypes to me says that it's not only not ready for production, but if we're still even just in the prototyping stage, this is going to be another 3-4 years out before we can even have a viable product. Now, of course, Elon is going to say, well, by the end of 2025, I hope to have a functioning model. And then come 2025, it's going to be, well, by the end of 2026, for sure, we're going to have it. And then will come the end of 2026, and there will have been other delays and mishaps and whatnot. Full self-driving, will that be functional then or not? It's already 4 or 5 years overdue. How much more overdue will it be? I know it has been making progress, it has been getting better, but it is probably still a good bit away from actually being certified to be hands-free, driver asleep in the wheel or texting or doing whatever it is that they want to be doing, so that the car can just fully autonomously drive on its own. If you have liked this Tesla content so far, please consider liking and subscribing. 9 out of 10 of my viewers are not subscribed to my content, and that's okay. I am brand new to YouTube, but give me a chance, invest in my channel, and I will continue to provide you content such as this. Now, in other news that I found interesting, Dollar General is having to pay $12 million in penalties to improve safety in their stores as a part of a United States settlement. Now, what I've quickly gathered from reading up about this is that the company is being required to resolve some safety concerns with inventory blocking safety exits and certain doorways and such. If you haven't been into Dollar General, you might find it a little bit interesting. They certainly have a lot of inventory. They're always stocking their shelves. Their inventory can often be found taking up space in the middle of the aisle. It's kind of just all over the place. I don't know if it's a matter of not having enough space to host it all, or just wanting to make fewer deliveries via semis and tractor trailers and cargo loads and such like that, or if they just don't have the manpower to get it all unloaded in the first place. But they have now committed to hiring personnel to oversee and establish better safety practices throughout the workplace, and make sure that those emergency exit doorways are clear at all times and all that good stuff. I suppose that's only a positive if the company is only having to pay a $12 million little slap on the wrist. That's only amounting to 4 days worth of their annual profits. Certainly no big hit to the giant. Dollar General is continuing to build new stores all over the United States. They're up to just over 19,000 stores now, with many more thousands planned. Their growth is good. The stock price reacted surprisingly positive to that news today. It's up 3.2% for the session. And, you know, with the economy really starting to slow down a little bit and consumers spending more and more attention to where their money is going and where their wallet is being tapped at the most, Dollar General might start to look more and more attractive to many consumers looking to save a few bucks. Like I said, if you haven't seen that video that I made about Tesla yesterday, it is very relevant to the information that I have updated y'all with today. I will have the article to where I found all this at posted down in the description below. Please consider liking and subscribing, and for more content like this, stay tuned. I will see you all very soon.